Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the beginning of the end. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Just looking at the offseason, the Golden State Warriors have essentially lost a piece of their trilogy. And when you think about the trilogy, you're talking about Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and of course, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson left in free agency and has now signed with the Dallas Mavericks. When you think about his piece and his legacy and what he brought to that building, Klay Thompson is almost irreplaceable. When you think about the Splash Brothers, when you think about all he's done about being able to carry the load scoring, be a 3-and-D guy, be an essential part of what Draymond and Steph do, that was a big part of that. Now that he's gone, you have to ask yourself, how did we get here? Essentially, I feel like after the Jordan Poole incident happened, there should have been a number of things that happened that didn't happen. And when Jordan Poole was traded, essentially, you did not replace that production. You didn't produce what Jordan Poole brought to the table as far as off the bench scoring, the ability to light it up, the ability to give you instant offense. And the team has not been the same since. When you think about not drafting LaMelo Ball, when you think about the opportunity of what that man has done in Charlotte and his swagger, the way that he carries himself, being essentially a 6'8", 6'9" point guard and being able to carry the rock, do what he does offensively, that could have been in Golden State if they had just paid attention and ignored some things and taken it. But now you got to think, you let Klay walk on top of that. You also have Steve Kerr as a coach, which is a big liability, and you're starting to see, even with the best players in the NBA, Steve Kerr was making sloppy mistakes when it came to calling plays, when it came to substitutions, when it came to not playing players. Steve Kerr was all over the place when it came to taking credit for, hey, this is what I did. No, you didn't do anything. I believe the players tuned out Steve Kerr and they did their thing. Now the Warriors are stuck with Wiggins. They're stuck with different players like Kuminga. And you got to think, you're going to possibly waste the remaining years that Steph Curry has because this isn't a championship roster that you have. When you think of everything that you have, Steph Curry and what he's done and how valuable he is as an MVP, you're not going to get the same value back of what you've gotten when losing Klay. Now, mind you, keep in mind, the Warriors still have Draymond Green. They still got Steph Curry. They're going to be a solid regular season team. But you got to think, Steph's not getting no younger. You're not getting Steph a backup that's going to be able to carry him to where he's going to be able to carry the franchise. Draymond is not getting any younger. You don't have his replacement yet. So you got to think, Steve Kerr is going to have the same essential rotation. He's going to have Andrew Wiggins disappearing. He's going to have so many different things going on. Kuminga complaining about playing time. It's going to be a number of things that are not going right for Golden State. When Golden State had an opportunity to do something before the building started burning. So with that being said, when Steve Kerr loses his job, I want everybody to realize you had a chance to change this. When Draymond Green could have been jettisoned away before Kevin Durant was traded, or something could have happened differently. But now you have a realization of, okay, now this dynasty is probably over. There is no resurging this dynasty. I don't know any trade that you can pull off to replace these pieces or to get guys in here. But at this point, if I'm Steph Curry, I look long and hard at possibly ending my career in Golden State. Because you got to think about it. Is it really worth it hanging on for a couple more years if you're not going to be an NBA title threat? Possibly. You saw how he looked with LeBron. Could he ask for a trade, or could he ask LeBron to come over to Golden State? Could he team up with another guy that was playing on Team USA and possibly help his chances? Only the future remains seen, but I'm telling you, to waste the end of Steph Curry's career and legacy, it's tough. Steve Kerr is blamed for a lot of this stuff. The things that he let go on, the things that he didn't get under control and let it fester and bubble. So with that being said, I think that the Golden State Warriors are going to waste the rest of Steph Curry's career. And it sucks because he had a phenomenal career. So with that being said, what do you think they should do? Should they get rid of Kerr? Should they get rid of multiple players? What should the Golden State Warriors do to extend this dynasty? Or either get Steph Curry some help? Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for the conversation and debate, and we'll see you on the very next episode.